Reverend Dixon Duo.
You are listening to The Spice Show.
Oh yes. Now it's another beautiful day that the Lord has made, and I just want us to get into our week's reflection here. And today we are talking about Thanksgiving. And what an honor, what a privilege it is to be able to go back to God in thanks and in praise. As I told you earlier, this week I ran into a quote, and this is what it says: when you praise, you raise. When you complain, you remain. I don't know what you want in your life. I don't know what kind of a person you are. Are you the kind of person who always complains about everything? Look at your life. Whenever you complain, your life remains right there where you are. You complain everything, kila kitu ni mbaya. Guess what? You remain. But whenever you praise, you raise. Now, that is one key thing that I want you to get. And today, our reflection comes from the book of Luke, chapter 17. I'm going to read, it's a very powerful story, and it's a story that we all know. And I'm going to start reading from verse 11. And the Bible says, as Jesus made his way to Jerusalem, along the border between Samaria and Galilee, he was going to into a village when he was met by 10 men who were suffering from a dreaded skin disease. They stood at a distance and they shouted, "Jesus, Master, take pity on us." And Jesus saw them and said to them, "Go, let the priests examine you." On their way, they were made clean. One of them saw that he had been healed, and he came back praising God with a loud voice. I want you to get that part. Praising God in a loud voice. He threw himself to the ground at Jesus' feet and thanked him. The man was a Samaritan. Jesus said, there were 10 men who were healed. Where are the other 9? Why is it that this foreigner is the only one who came back to give thanks to God? And Jesus said to him, "Get up, go. Your faith has made you whole." Now, if I'm to start with the analogy I just gave you, when you praise, you raise. I want you to get this part of this guy. There were 10 of them, and this disease was very dreaded that they were not allowed to come near people. As a matter of fact, when you had leprosy, you were thrown outside of the city. Ulikuwa unakaanga na huko nje. The same way as it is today. With COVID-19, you get COVID, you are thrown out. Enda ukakae na huko peke yako. Go to isolation. Go there. So when they came to Jesus, they stood a distance. Wali keep social distance na Yesu, because it was a very contagious disease. Ya kwamba it could, as in any contact like this unapata. Now, when Jesus saw them, he said to them, "Go, let the priests examine you." This is what happened. Whenever you are healed from leprosy, you went to be examined by the priests. The same way like today. Let me just use an example of COVID. Whenever you have COVID, alafu you recover, unaenda for another test. You do the first test, inakwambia you're COVID-19 positive, you're told go to isolation. You are put in an isolation ward. If you're very bad, unaekwa kwa ICU ama HDU, where you are being treated over there. Now, when you recover, for you to be given the certificate to live with the rest of the community, unafanyiwa test ya pili. That now determines whether you are now negative or you're still positive, uendelee kukaa isolation. If you're negative, you go back to the society. Now, these 10 men, Jesus akawaambia is how, nyinyi endeni, let the priest examine you. Endeni, go for a test. And when one of them saw that he had been healed, he came back praising God in a loud voice. In this hour, I'm telling you, we are lifting up our voices to God in praise. We are praising him in all languages, in all manner of ways, because he has done it for us. When you think about what God has done for you, a praise just comes from your heart. Now, this week, in America, in the American countries, they have been celebrating a holiday called Thanksgiving. It is a very powerful holiday. I wish we could adapt that here in Kenya and do it. However, we live in different worlds. Anyway, my point is, whenever you go to God in thanksgiving, whenever you go to God in praise, the Bible says he came back praising God with a loud voice. He threw himself to the ground at the feet of Jesus and thanked him. Whenever you thank God, whenever you praise, number one, you raise your status in life. You begin to raise, you begin to elevate. Number two, this guy came back to Jesus. He had been healed. This is what it means being healed. A few years ago, I had an accident, a road accident, and I was very niliumia sana. And as you can see, even in my hands right now, if you can be able to see here, there are still alama za hiyo accident. There are still wounds, alama zenye nilipatanga. I can show you. Hapa nilianguka na gari, hapa nilifanya hivi, hapa niligonga mawe, you know. And so when he came to Jesus, alikuwa na hizo alama bado za leprosy. When he came back to Jesus, he still had those. But guess what? When he came back to him, Jesus said, where are the other 9? And why is it that you, being a foreigner, you have come to give thanks to God? I want you to get this point. Jesus said to him, get up and go. Your faith has made you whole. This is what that means. Hizi vidonda, hakuna kitu inapatikana. There is no sign of you ever being sick. Hata hizo alama haziko. Being made whole. Whenever you have an attitude of praise, whenever you live your life with praise, praising God, hata zile alama za makosa zako, hata zile alama za kuanguka kwako, they are removed. You are made whole. I say 2 things. You raise and you are made whole. Now, that is the blessing that comes with praising God. That is the blessing that comes with thanking God. And today, we go to God in thanksgiving. We go to him with praise for what he has done for us. And as you go to God in praise, watch what he will do in your life. Watch how he makes you whole. That is this week's reflection right here on The Spice Show. I do hope that you're going to adopt the attitude of praise, and moving forward, you will become a person of praise and thanksgiving.
You are listening to The Spice Show.